Hi everyone, this is a review of Unfriended from 2015. It's a teen horror movie. It's about this group of kids who meet up on Skype. I'm assuming they do it every night. It's a little ritual or something like that. And they get harassed by this spirit of one of their acquaintances slash friends who killed herself, and it's the fault of one or more people that are in the Skype session. And that's and then it's a bunch of terror going on with a bunch of spoiled rich kids, who have first world problems, probably have never worked a hard day in their life. So that sort of deal. What do you think?
Well, let's start first with my brother, who decided to go ahead and lay out the foundation, which is perfect. That's exactly what the movie is. It's not exactly deep. It's not profound. If you're looking for a comedy, which is what me and my brother like to, we like to see really bad movies because we like to see the comedy behind it. We start with the characters themselves. At first, we're introduced with, as he said, the character, which was Jennifer Barnes. Blair. No, the one who committed suicide.
Oh, the one who
committed suicide.
Who killed herself was Laura Barnes. That's right.
Laura Barnes committed suicide because someone in this group of 6 people, in the Skype session, posted a video of her defecating herself after she had drank a lot of beers. Now, Miss Barnes, not Mrs. Right? Miss Barnes.
Yeah,
Miss Barnes had some liquor at a party. She drank too much. She passed out and she took this massive shit. I mean, the most biggest shit ever. And someone recorded it, posted it online. She was obviously humiliated. So in the beginning of the movie, we have a really bad YouTube video. Someone online searching the video in which she kills herself, and the cameraman's holding all, Blair Witch type with the whole,
right.
Not a perfect angle, all shaky. Someone's running, no, don't kill yourself, but no one actually intervenes. So she kills herself. Then we fast forward a year later, and Blair's talking to her boyfriend Mitch. Blair is an actress from, I think she in a soap opera usually. I don't know her actual name, but
actually, she came on Ouija, another horror movie.
Oh, she did, but she's an actress from a soap opera. I think Days of Our Lives, something like that, or All Our Children, or something like that.
All My Children. I don't know. I know she did some TV, so.
I would IMDb it, but I'll let you take it from here. Do this scene. Talk about the scene in which Blair and Mitch are talking in the beginning, because that's what happens first. She searches or whatever. Now Blair and Mitch are talking. Mitch is the wonderful loyal boyfriend that Blair is currently involved with. You take it from there. What are they talking about?
Well, at first they're just talking about lovey-dovey stuff, and then after all the conversation goes towards Laura Barnes because it was the anniversary of her passing, and then the boyfriend's like, "Oh, I heard from Laura Barnes, stuff like that." So, if I remember correctly, so. But then the other friends get involved. They start talking. Jess gets involved. Adam, Val, and Ken, super bad dude. So they all get involved in the conversation. And then during that same time, Blair is having a little secret conversation with Mitch, because I guess Mitch, he's a character that's the way he's cast, the way he looks like is hold on, I'm getting dark here. So where am I? Oh, that's better. So
the ghost is gonna get you, but continue.
Yeah, right. So. They introduce Mitch. That's for you Max fans out there. I'm sure you'll get it. So for Mitch, the way they introduced him, he was supposed to be a spooky character. I guess a lot of horror movies now, there's always the spooky one who's in the bunch. So, or who's planted a seed to make you think that they're deviant, or they're have an ulterior motive, and that's the way his actions were. He was saying, saying all the thing about Laura Barnes and stuff like that. So, and then after so he's kind of acting fishy, talking about Laura Barnes with Blair, and she's getting freaked out or whatever. And then they start having the conversation with the rest of the gang. So with Jess, Adam, Val, and Ken, and then someone else gets in and saying, "Hi, I'm Laura Barnes," and she starts start harassing them. So
and that username was Billy2227. Now I'm gonna have to point out something that you forgot to mention. Before the friends come in to interrupt a little private session between Blair and Mitch, because Blair and Mitch were having a private session, they were talking about when they were going to have sex for the first time. And I guess we should have told you this in the beginning of the video. And sorry for anyone who's got this far watching it. This video is going to have a lot of spoilers, but I'm going to put that in the heading when I upload the video. So I'm sorry if you got this far thinking we weren't going to talk about spoilers. We are. Talked about the whole movie in depth, and actually the movie's going on. We're already making this review too long. We were trying to keep it a specific length, but since the movie was so bad, it was good. We had to, we felt the need to have to tell you guys about it. So between the private session Daniel talked about, it made a perfect point. I didn't even think about it until now. Mitch was portrayed as the mysterious character that had, did you know if he was being honest with his girlfriend Blair? Was he just teasing her, and what had really happened? Blair and Mitch were starting the conversation really sexy-wise and talking about when they were going to have sex. And Blair's like, prom night, I'm going to go ahead and give you my beautiful cherry because I love you so much. Which is, not the truth, because later on in the movie we find out that Blair was dishonest, terrible,
yes, yeah,
traumatized. I don't know which character comes in to interrupt their Skype session, but we get the introduction to everybody. We get to the Adam, which is a guy who's a really jerk, bigger jerk than Mitch, and bigger ass than anybody. But again, all the characters, they all have so many negative stuff attached to them, so it's not like we'd like them. Jess is the emo girl with the blondish hair that goes over one side, just like in South Park, where they go like this, they go like this, they go like that. And Val is a spoiled rich kid who's hanging out in her parents' laundry room for some reason.
Yeah.
And what the guy who looks like Superbad?
Jonah Hill. Yeah, his name is Ken. So
yeah, the guy who looks like Jonah Hill is Ken, and we just call him Superbad. So, go ahead. You take over.
And so, after a while, this person is harassing them online, and they're trying to get rid of him. And then after this long time of harassment and stuff like that, at first this person who's harassing them starts pitting them against each other, and then Ken's like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I could get rid of this guy, and Ken thinks he does, but eventually he doesn't. So, and then after a while, it turns out it's actually Laura, or the spirit of Laura Barnes, trying to get her revenge, which is funny because I know Laura was messaging Blair, and she was thinking, "Oh, this is a joke, dude. This is Val," and stuff like that. So, and then you figure logically, why doesn't she block him? Block her, or report her? And then she does, and it's not working. It's like Facebook is possessed. Woo! So stuff like that. So
the dangers of modern technology is what this movie was about, and that essentially goes. The good thing about, the only one good thing about that I kind of enjoyed about the movie, just one good thing, is the beginning. It made you think something was wrong with the actual movie itself, because the universal screen that came up with the Earth, with the logo passing over the Earth, it had a glitch in the screen, so you thought, oh man, it's the projector messed up. That's what I thought. And then later on, that little glitch just kept happening. There was absolutely no special effects whatsoever, except for the jump scare at the end. But in the order of death in the movie, Jess dies in her laundry room. No, not Jess. Sorry, Val dies in the laundry room. Val dies in the laundry room after having a huge argument with Jess. Because the spirit of Laura Barnes, of course, this Laura Barnes girl wasn't a redeemable person anyway. And during the whole process before Jess died, and I guess I'm jumping ahead, Blair was searching up evil spirits, possessed spirits, online.
And that was so lame. So
that was very lame. It was so stupid. It's like, hold on a second, I'm gonna get killed by a monster. Let me do a little search. You were saying, go ahead.
And I agree with them. Be the monster's friend, right?
Yeah, right. That's. It was a how-to.
Yeah, that's what the website says.
It was a how-to. It was a how-to make sure the evil spirit goes away happy.
Yeah,
but the
right.
So Val accuses Jess of posting a video of Val drunk and then
Yeah, all these pictures and stuff.
all these
Too.
pictures and videos of her being drunk and shit faced. And Val gets so furious. She's so upset. So she accuses. She gets to Val. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna kick your ass. This and that. Jess says, "I'm trying to take it off. I'm trying to take it out." She takes it off successfully. Then Adam, because obviously they're these people, these kids at this time. This movie was shot in 2012, I believe, and the budget was
Actually,
2014.
yeah.
And what was the budget? $2 million.
Something very cheap. I don't remember.
Yeah,
so.
they whatever budget it wasn't enough for the amount of money that the special effects that we didn't see, which is fine.
Well, I think for these type of movies nowadays, it's like these actors getting a foot in the door. I mean, that's how it is nowadays. So
You're probably,
they don't have a position to say, "Ooh, like I could choose what I want." Like, no, you need work. You gotta get paid. So
well, some actors don't get that opportunity to have like script involvement. I don't know the logistics behind it. I'm not I'm not in the movie.
Only if you're like popular or something. So
Maybe. So this is the order of death. So Val dies in her laundry room. I believe that she gets an allergic reaction or something happens to her where she like passes out, and like this is the second clever part of the movie is like the camera, her cell phone or her iPad or whatever she was using falls down, or her computer, and like
no, she had a seizure. Remember?
she had a seizure or something. Yes.
Oh, that's funny. Like, it's that disease that causes seizures. Like, that was that the measles or something.
Yeah, they wouldn't even tell you what it is. Oh, yeah, she's had seizures. They wouldn't even be specific. Oh, I just remembered that she had these seizures. So for some reason the cops are called. I don't know who calls the cops. The cops come and you hear them saying, "Oh, she can't breathe. This and that and this."
Oh,
so
they look up the codes.
They look up, and she has times to look up her code on her super fast computer. I assume she was using some sort of Mac computer because it was a Mac screen, like it was a Mac.
Yeah, she was Mac. So
yeah. And so she's looking up the code.
PC would have crashed.
It was a PC would have crashed, right? But we should knock Mac computers because we're actually recording on a Mac device now, and we don't want no evil spirits. So Laura Barnes, you stay away from us. We're all Grrr! We'll get you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm talking about this for so long. I thought for real I would stop.
Yeah, because we were so enthralled by it. So
we were
enthralled. I was amused by it. It was amusing.
It was amusing. So let's go.
Okay.
Let's go through the deaths because the deaths are the best.
Okay, so after Val was Ken.
No, but we gotta tell you how we gotta say how Val was killed. So the filming was good. It's like say this was Val. You see Val's phone fall, and they have the angle of the laundry machine where she's hanging out, and then the cops come really fast. So the response time was really good. So you know it was a Richie neighborhood because the response time was really fast. And now I'm all again dark.
Yeah,
Evil spirit has taken care of my phone.
I report, as unrelated, I report a robbery, and in my neighborhood, it's not so bad. Like, I heard someone breaking into a jewelry store. Oh, someone broke into a jewelry store. They're like, "Can you see who it is?" No, I don't want to see who it is. What, are they gonna shoot me or something? No. So I'm like, okay. Then I'm slowly walking away. 6 blocks later, I see the cops coming by. He's like, do. Oh, it's that way. Then they finally go.
I get you.
Mm-hmm.
So Val dies. Then after Val dies, everyone gets a hint of where Billy 227. It was something with a B. That was that was the person hacking in, and the person hacking in just comes and let's play a game. So the guy from Superbad, which is not Superbad, but that's what me and Dale called him. His name is Ken. He finds a hidden camera that's behind the grate of his very messy place. I mean, his place that he's in, his room or whatever, it is really, really messy. So it's so messy that you don't even you think, okay, this guy's there's no redeeming qualities to him. Anyway, he dies. He tries to hack it. He's using his blender machine. And then they have weird angles of him sticking his hand in the blender machine. It's gory, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, he's dying! Oh, we gotta call the police." But they try to call 911, and again, Jessica Barnes, the evil spirit of her, prevents her from calling.
Laura Barnes.
Laura Barnes. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. So after she dies, Val's dead. Ken's dead. Then it's Val dies next, right? No, Jessica dies next, right? It was Jessica, then Adam, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was.
Jessica dies because they said, "Have you never ever?" That's the game they play. Have you never ever? Have you never ever?
Oh
I
yeah,
have
there's like a
never
guessing
never.
game. You have to
It's a
tell the
guessing
truth.
game.
Remember?
So everyone starts turning against each other with this guessing game, and we won't spoil too much of that. We'll just have to say that
No.
Adam and Mitch turned against each other because Adam ended up sleeping with Blair like I don't know 2 semesters ago or something. Because these kids were
Yeah, it
obviously
happened just once, but the second time we filmed it, so
yeah we happened just with the second time we filmed it, just to make sure that we
we got
weren't
angles, different angles too, right?
different angles too, and they magically made sure there was footage of that. The Barnes chick, what is it, Amanda Barnes?
Laura Barnes.
Laura Barnes ended up finding that footage. So she kept on asking Blair who did it, and she wouldn't tell her. So Jessica dies in the bathroom. I don't know how she dies. She just dies.
Oh, remember she starts freaking out. She goes to the washroom, and then Blair, she tries to contact someone, like a little website where you could check it anonymously, and then she saw someone in Vegas.
Right.
Oh, please send the cops over here. Like the cops will be there in 5 minutes to help your friend. And by then she's dead. She has like the hair color in her head.
Oh, that's
right.
right.
And it's funny because that the picture is posted on Facebook. Remember?
Yeah, the picture of her dead is posted on Facebook like immediately. Like the ghost was able to. The ghost must have had a really good digital camera because that was a really good picture. And so she was dead. So now we have Adam and Mitch, and Adam and Mitch they fight because they fight with each other obviously online, and the guy is threatening Adam, the guy with the hothead with the gun who's been drinking, is like threatening everybody with the gun. This fictional ghost, because we don't see the ghost ever. There's no special effects except for the end with the jump scare, but Adam gets pissed off at Mitch. Mitch gets pissed off at Adam because Mitch finds out that Adam and Blair, as Daniel said, had intercourse like once, and then he's like, "Did he touch you down there? This and that." And we're down. We're both like thinking, "What do you think happened? If someone has sex, I'm touching."
He poked it with the stick. You feel that, right?
Yeah, he poked it with a little stick. You okay, honey? Who turned me on? Oh boy. Oh dear. And that's all I thought about. It's like, holy shit. But the good thing is we didn't pay full price for this movie. The bad part is we paid for this movie. That's the bad part. but me and Dale like watching bad movies because Dale is a fan of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yep.
So Blair and Adam get a printout during the movie. This is towards the end of the movie, last say 20 minutes. They get a printout and say "Do not show," and then the sequence of events might be different. I think that might have been before.
Oh, that happened when Jess was still alive.
When Jess was still alive, so we're jumping around. So the thing says "Do not show this thing on the thing." So Blair showed it first. That if you show this printout, whatchamacallit will die. So she shows the printout, and then Adam ends up dying. And before he killed himself with the gun. Again, did the evil spirit pull the gun, or did he? He's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't." There was no mystical force. There was no weird shadow. There was nothing. There was no special effects showing the gun being forced into the guy's head or mouth or whatever. But before he died, Blair was telling Mitch, "Don't make him angry." This and that. This.
Oh yeah.
He's been drinking. So it makes Blair look like an even worse character than she already is. Because she already was to the point in the beginning where she's like, "I want to save it all for you." She's like, "I'm a virgin, and I love you." And, obviously, we know that's not true.
No, but she was just confused. So.
They're just confused, there you go. Just a little confused, right?
Yeah, they look confused right in his dick. So.
Ooh. She's stinky.
And alright. And so after Adam dies, it's Mitch and Blair, and then Laura is giving her a final ultimatum to Blair: find them. Then who did it? Who was it? Was it you or was it Mitch? And then they show her typing on the Facebook thing because she's doing it because Laura continued her Facebook. You see her debating, deleting, typing stuff and deleting. She's like, "Fuck it," it's a survival of you gotta think about yourself. I mean, that's what it comes down to. No, it was Mitch. And then Mitch dies, so... Mitch
stabbed himself in the eye with a knife.
Yeah, I forgot how he died, so yeah, that was pretty interesting.
And then Laura Barnes finally tells her, if we're not finished yet, we still have to play a game. And the Blair girl, who is a horrible actress in this movie, she might be great somewhere else, but horrible. She's like, "What do you mean it's not over?" She's like, I know something, and this and that. And then she shows the video. Again, if any of you see this movie, I warn you, do not think for 1 second this is a good movie. It's a comedy. It's a comedy about how social media is dangerous. It's a warning label. Do not go on social media if you did something bad, because it will come back and haunt you. So that's our service announcement to you. Our warning to you is do not see this movie if you're scared of social media. Because if you post a naughty picture or you film someone who got drunk and then defecated, and the way she defecated in her, can you please tell them about the defecation?
Oh yeah, so they Laura got shit faced and they filmed her. They like found her. Hey, look, she's there next to her trailer, and like she's like totally pooped a lot. So I'm dark again. What the hell's going on here? There we go.
Laura Barnes is coming to get us. Ah!
Yeah, no, right? No, so they show Laura Barnes, and she's she shot herself, but I think it was like she shot herself more than once. It has to be. There's no way. There's no way she got so much poop on her body.
It was like coming out of her vagina too. She was passed off face down, and the person filming it, which we later find out is Blair, because Laura Barnes already knew, so she just killed all these people just for fun, out of revenge. Again, that obviously, if you're an evil ghost spirit, you're not a good person. But again, it just shows if you're a bully in real life, you become a bully in the afterlife, I guess. So she shows at the end, oh, I got that bitch. I finally got her. Is what Blair says, and then everything goes dark. Like and then everything goes dark, and then you see like the camera blink off, and then the movie's about to end, and then you get the jump scare. The jump scare is woo. Wait.
Yeah, that right. It's like they have Laura Barnes, and that's over. So
here's a jump scare. That's the jump scare, and then the movie's over. So. Yeah. Here's our very first. We're sorry we're so long, but we were so engrossed in how good this movie was. The movie had classic, like, great acting. We had such character development. You tell me, give it a rating and give me if you who would this movie be good for?
Teenagers. That's about it. So. That's because this is all it relates to teenagers nowadays. I mean, they're so like, oh, I'm bad because I'm on social media and like people like my shit and stuff like that, and like a cell phone empowers me and I could like, and it's like they get some attention and approval. They think that posting videos about doing bad shit, it gets them somewhere, That's what it is, just approval, and like supposedly that's power. So, and I guess it's just like the way rules are right now. Just bullying on a whole new level, because that's all it is. And like the thing is that everyone's doing it more than before, because bullies were like you figure that's how they are, but now you get people who are just doing it for the hell of it, because it's actually a good reflection of our culture, because our culture nowadays has got a more dog eat dog. So like I have to be an asshole to get ahead, which is bad, because there's always been studies how in workplaces where people who are rude or a little bit overconfident, they get far. So because if you figure he's acting like an asshole, he's strong, he's assertive, so. And some assholes sometimes aren't. They just don't know what they're doing. They just know how to be an asshole. So. And that's what social media is nowadays. So people just being hateful and stuff. So you see it everywhere, like in comments on Facebook. So I'll put a hateful comment in here. So stuff like that. Like a lot of stupid memes and shit like that. So just trolls, pretty much. So
I got it. So out of 1 out of 5 stars, and Daniel summed it up perfectly. I have nothing else to say about it. Out of between 1 and 5 stars, I give it for comedy value. Since it wasn't that funny, I give it like 1 star. For suspense value, I give it 1 star, and for like horror value, I get a half a star, because I wasn't scared. I wasn't engaged, but Was it entertaining? Yes. Will I torture my spouse into watching it? Yes, because I'm sure she'll be like rolling her eyes and thinking it's the crappiest movie ever. How many stars did you give it?
Well, actually, the problem with me, I'm always too generous. I never like to to be honest, but I'd say to be honest, it's 1.5. It is like suspense value, one. So actually, that for me, that comedic value is one and a half, like 1.5, 2 stars, because there are some stuff that I'm just like shaking my head. It's just funny. You know? However, I have to admit, I did like the hair color death. That was pretty cool. The way it looked. So I thought that was a good job. So.
I thought the special effects could have been better, but at the end of the day, the reason why I couldn't actually feel sympathetic is because none of these characters were good people. None of these characters had redeeming qualities. Everyone had just that's like a really bad attitude. It's like, it's just
they're spoiled rich kids, so anyway, that's why.
And I don't think spoiled rich kids hang out online. They go out and do stuff. They have money to go do stuff. So they don't hang out online and spoil
Well, then again, spoiled rich kids are lazy, so they probably do that.
I wouldn't know. I don't know any spoiled rich kids. But again, the basis of the movie is just, it just doesn't make you like stuff, and it makes you look at stuff negatively. I don't, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what the target audience was. I just hope that if they make another one, it could be a Twitter horror one called "Follow Me" or something, or "Don't Follow Me,"
Follow me.
or unfollow. See, unfollow, not unfriended, unfollowed. And then like you could say that Laura Barnes.
Well, we gotta be careful because they might be, the person who sees this video will probably steal our idea.
I don't think anyone's gonna see this video. It's too long. But we thank you so much for watching.
Someone may actually sit through the whole video. So.
And we appreciate that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. We were trying to keep it under 10 minutes, and we went 26 minutes and 51 seconds now. Any last words? Because I'm good already. I'm done.
You're good? Nah, I think that's it. So we'll see what else we can review.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.